Maybe at the end of match day 38, when we look back to see when Arsenal secured the Premier League title, we look back at match day 30 as maybe the weekend that realistically, even though not mathematically, Arsenal became the champions of the Premier League 2025-2026. However, can we at this point actually conclusively say that Arsenal will be the champions of the Premier League? Is there any doubt, or is there still a way that this can be bottled? But Arsenal fan is here, who is very bullish about this. He's very, very bullish and very first.
Congratulate me already now, please. Congratulate me.
Okay, for now. Congratulations.
Our fans, please give us congratulations.
I mean.
Thank you.
So,
thank you. You will beat me, man. Beat me now.
Calm down. Calm. Okay, so weekend, it went all well for Arsenal. Arsenal, first, let's start with that Everton game. It was, I mean,
that game.
I am not an Arsenal fan, but even I, at the 85th, 86th minute, I was like, wait, what is going on here? Is this about to happen?
Are we sure that game is just 90 minutes game? It looks like 4 hours game. I almost fainted. I was boiling.
But tell me, how did Everton, catch Arsenal so well? Because for most of that game, it felt like Everton
was in control.
They were in control, and it's a different thing when there is hope. When you are trying to score in a game, and you are seeing opportunities like ball journey, keeper sitting here. But it felt like Everton were so comfortable.
Everton was the one having those chances. Raya had fantastic saves. Calafiori did one Chinese acrobatic save from the ground.
At Emirates Stadium. What?
Raya must see.
Should I say what went wrong for Arsenal at the beginning of the game? Could this have anything to do with the fact that maybe Arteta on one end was thinking about Leverkusen?
No, it's not as if it's. I don't think it's as if he's thinking about Leverkusen. Prior to this match, almost every season, Everton has always been a thorn in our flesh, either at their own side or at Arsenal's Emirates Stadium, or most especially at their own. But this time around, I was thinking it's at the Emirates. I wasn't expecting this form of Everton. But then the game started and everything became blur. I'm telling you, that first half was it was as if we were playing. See, I told someone yesterday I prefer to play Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City, Man U now than to play all those things that you think are small things. I'm telling you.
Let's talk about the star boy of the moment, 16-year-old Max Dowman. I was saying somewhere that shouldn't Arteta start trusting this boy a bit more? It looks like Saka is out. Noni Madueke is still there. It looks like both Gabriel Martinelli and Trossard are both exhausted. This is time to inject something fresh, something that can get them over the line. Is this the young man that could get Arsenal over the line? And that's number one. Number two, is this the young man that will maybe send Saka out of Arsenal quite early? Because, it's not going to be long before even Arsenal fans, especially if Saka continues the way he has been doing, it won't be long before even Arsenal fans start calling for Dowman to start ahead of Saka.
Well, for Max Dowman, he was very, very fantastic when he came on against the Everton. But then, I don't think he can send Saka out right now, because right now,
I'm not saying right now, but maybe in about a season
or 2 or 3 more seasons.
I still don't see him as someone that's going to send Saka out of the team, because if you look at Mikel Arteta, I just feel Mikel Arteta is trying to introduce him, trying to ease him into the squad. Saka is now the new.
Yama was introduced, at 16, and by 18, young man don't collect.
But right now, he's not playing like Lamine Yamal. He's not playing like Lamine. I think he still needs time to actually introduce him.
But how impactful was he on that day? Definitely delivering that.
He brought in. I think it was more about Arsenal players going out of ideas. They ran out of ideas. It felt like a breath of. I felt like they needed something different. They needed someone to bring something different.
What I think Arteta did in that match is David Moyes did something prior to that game. I think he studied Arteta well, probably because he knows Arteta well, and he studied Arsenal team. And almost everything Arteta had to throw at him, he was ready for it. Saka was marked out, Madueke was marked out. Even Eze did a lot of things that Eze really tried, but it wasn't really effective. Even as tall as Kai Havertz was, I think he hardly won any on-head duel that day. Tarkowski was winning all the duels. Michael Keane was gallantly there. So everything wasn't working for Arsenal. So I think Arteta knows he need to introduce a chaos. He needed the chaos in that match, you know. That was why he brought, you know, at the same as he was bringing Max Dowman, he also introduced Gyökeres. Gyökeres can press you off the ball. You can't leave Gyökeres with your defender one-on-one. You know. Gyökeres is also a chaos machine. So that was why he introduced both of them. And immediately they went in, everything started boomeranging for Everton. Firstly, Saka had to drift to the middle. Dama had to go to the flank. Even Mikolenko can't mark him 1v1. He knows it's very good.
But if I could even ask, why would Arteta think of not starting a striker in the first place, especially against a team like Everton?
Probably looking at the duels record of Michael Tarkowski. Gyökeres is not as tall as Kai Havertz. I think Kai Havertz is the tallest player in Arsenal. I think that's one of the.
So he was thinking maybe when it comes to area threat.
Yes, and all of those things because
I mean, Jai Banquet and James Tarkowski are really tall players.
Yes, so I think he needs someone that can match the height, match the fighting, and you know, though I think Gyökeres can also more than Kai Havertz, but when it comes to the not giving up mentality, and Kai Havertz has been an Arsenal player and he knows what Arteta wants in the game. I think there's a type of I think if it takes Arteta 20 minutes to explain something to Gyökeres, it can only take him 3 or 5 minutes to explain to Kai Havertz because they've been together for a while.
Yeah, it feels like you almost knows what Arteta is thinking.
So I think that's why he put him in the game. And moreover, I think probably he's trying to create a form of synergy again between, just like there's a synergy between Eze and Gyökeres. Maybe he's trying to create a connection between Eze and Kai Havertz to never cancel.
And you know, to make it better for Arsenal on Sunday, later that day, on Saturday night. Well, Manchester City, I mean, for so long in the game, you know, we thought that okay, 1-0, maybe as long as they get the win, I mean, it's okay. Until you know that Mavropanos equalizer, and then everything just went to hell from there for Manchester City. Has Man City become a team that relies that if they are going to win, relies on just scoring one goal and trying to guide it? I mean, that used to not be Manchester City. Man City used to be the team that scored 2 in the first half and then had 1 in the second half, and everything will blow from there. But then now it feels like once they score 1.
Yeah, okay. Well, if I was Pep Guardiola right now, I would be crying because how will an Arsenal team win the league ahead of you? That's a crime against humanity, honestly. I mean, it's punishable by death. So for Pep Guardiola,
first time in 22 years, and for your head, you go down.
And he's calling himself the best manager. He has no.
In fact, this alone, if it happens, negates everything, including trouble.
It's not please. It's not only Arsenal and Manchester City that started this league. We started the league with Manchester United. We started the league with Chelsea. We started the league with Liverpool. We started the league with everybody. We all started at 0-0-0 points. So it's not as if it's only Arsenal.
No, Man U started with Amorim.
It doesn't matter. Man U was also. We were all in the league. As a matter of fact, at the transfer at the summer transfer window, I think after City that spent the most. I think it was even I think Liverpool spent the most.
Yeah.
Followed by Man U. So please, we all started the league.
But then 9 points ahead.
With an
outstanding, Arsenal believes that they have won the league. But I did a permutation on Arsenal, and I was telling myself, okay, maybe Arsenal fans should not be too happy yet. So it's 9.9, right? If Manchester City wins the outstanding game, that's 6 points. If Manchester City wins at the Etihad, that's 3. At that point, it's open. That's what I'm saying. It's open again. So for me, even though yes, I congratulated you, that was just fake. But then I believe that Arsenal still have one last job to do: avoid defeat at the Etihad Stadium.
I think
even aside from that, the
remaining games that they have available. But you see that game at the Etihad.
This past 2 months, Arsenal played 17 games. In all competition, and 11 were away games. So I think Arsenal let's be realistic. We've passed the most difficult
Yeah, true,
stage.
true.
Now, and talking about Man City still have Chelsea to play. I don't know.
Yeah, they still have Chelsea.
So that is another game to watch out for. Let's be honest. So I think Man City still has is it not Wolves?
Yeah, no, man. Yeah, do they have Wolves? I know they have Chelsea.
So I'm even telling someone
I know they
that
are-
both Arsenal and City will still drop points, even aside from that fixture. There's a possibility we both.
One thing for me is like I'm always saying, Arsenal can still afford to actually drop points. But City right now, they can't afford to drop
And
points.
should I tell you
and that's
something?
the truth.
Should I tell you something? City cannot defeat us at the Etihad.
I think so too. Especially with this particular City teams, I don't see them doing it. So maybe truthfully now, let me say,
Thank you.
congratulations to Arsenal.
Thank you.
But Pep, as Fahad said, this is a crime against
Manchester United.
every Premier League
Chelsea,
because
Liverpool.
the 22 years of banter that we have enjoyed, we're about to make it come to an end.
No, it's coming. It's coming to Man.
And
Man
it's
is now 14 years old.
calm down. You never
It's 14 years old now.
She never reached.
but Pep, you do this one.